Woke up this morning and I prayed to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life.
Yahawashi, blessed be Yahawah, blessed be Yahawashi.
Shalawam.
Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout.
Because
This is where the Helpmeets Hangout. Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. This is where the Helpmeets Hangout. And this is where we hang out, and this is where we be at. And this is where we hang out, and this is where we see it. That we get the tea that the Bible see that. Y'all know I just be making up stuff.
Always. Oh, my hand is hurting. Hey, y'all.
What
Hope our little sister's been doing well through the spirit, enduring, keeping that oil in their lamps, being mighty helpmeets through the spirit. Abarriyah is gonna bring out that mighty foundational precept, and we're gonna get to it.
This is crazy.
Life is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I ain't talking about y'all. Sorry, y'all. 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahawah. If any man minister, let him do it as an ability which Yahawah giveth. That Yahawah in all things will be glorified through Yahawashi HaMashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So we want to speak those things that are pleasing in the sight of the Lord. We want to speak the oracles of the Most High and do the things that are pleasing in the sight of the Most High. That the Most High may be glorified through Yahawashi HaMashiach, because it's only of the ability that the Lord gives us. So we want to give all honor, glory, praises to Yahawah by Bahasham like Yahawashi. Get a Lord a hand clap.
I need a tambourine.
Maybe I can pull up a tambourine audio sound for you.
This sister.
It's Hebrews 10:24, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So we're here to provoke our sisters unto love and to good works. Do I always read that? I'm having a brain fart.
Sometimes.
I forget.
Not all the time.
But y'all, yeah. We're here to provoke y'all unto love and good works.
Sure.
Unto good works. Do you want to introduce this topic at hand, or do you want me to do it?
I would love for you to introduce it.
Well, what if I sang the whole podcast? Although I can't really sing. We're here to provoke. We're here to encourage y'all through the spirit to take the lead sometimes in righteousness. Probably wondering, what are they talking about? Well,
sisters taking the lead. They're going off.
Right. The man's supposed to lead. We know. But sometimes you got to take the lead in right. You got to take initiative.
Okay. That's right.
You got to be about your father's business.
Sure.
But we're gonna elaborate and get into detail a little bit more for y'all. Gotta reel you in first. I guess
I was gonna say it'll also be about integrity as well. That's that. When nobody's looking, what are you doing? So
that's the spirit. Yeah. I was just watching this video. So, like, if I cut you off, my bad.
You fine.
I was just watching this video last night from a camp called the Hopeful Elect, and that's something that was touching into, doing the right thing, not for respect of person, but because you fear Yahawashi, even when nobody's looking. So, like, not only when we say taking the lead, we're talking about like working willingly with your hands. Your husband or sister shouldn't always have to tell you or ask you, encourage you to do stuff, It's like, what are you doing when they're not asking you? What are you doing when nobody's looking? What are you doing on your downtime when nobody's around? Or are you only doing it like when people are around so you can get praise from men? So kind.
That's funny. I've been reading this book, y'all. It's called The 40-Day Sugar Fast, okay? And I'm on I think I'm on day 14. Yeah, 14.
You on
And
day
she was just,
14? I feel
I'm
like
on
you
like,
just started it. Dang.
I know, right? I'm on day 14 though,
That thing going by
and
fast though.
almost halfway through.
Right. All praises.
Um, she just talked about how. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna read just a little bit of it. Um, it says, as I waited for a load of laundry to finish tumbling in the dryer, 2 hours later, I looked at the clock and saw that it was time to pick up my sons from school. I hadn't finished doing the laundry or started preparing for dinner, so I was agitated and short tempered with the boys when I brought them home from school. So I read that because it's just like, I think that a lot of times we can get distracted. It's a lot of distractions out here. In this chapter, she also talks about, you know, because it's the 40-day sugar fast, but it goes into not having other things as fillers in place of the sugar. So it's like one of the questions that she asks is like, what are the other idols in your life that you need to basically get rid of? Because she substituted the game for sugar. So it's like, you substitute one fix for another. So I just brought that out because it's like, during our time of working willingly with our hands, we can get distracted. The times that we need to get things done around the house. It's so easy to get distracted. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was supposed to start washing clothes on Friday. And I don't know what happened. I think I watched a movie or something, and then I was like, "Oh, well, let me start, getting dinner ready." And then I was like, "Oh, shoot, I was supposed to wash clothes, and I didn't wash clothes." So it's like, you can kind of get distracted, but we want to, use those experiences and be like, you know what, next time I'll make sure I prioritize, what I have to do, so that my husband doesn't have to be like, um, I thought I asked you to wash the clothes. I thought,
Right.
kind of take initiative and get those things done and prioritize what needs to be done first.
Right.
And, don't overwhelm yourself. But, that's it.
Speaking of, you just brought up a good point. Give me 1 second. Let me get this recorded. Um, so speaking of prioritizing, y'all might as well never mind. Never mind.
Might as well tell y'all. Like,
Hold on, let me get this right here. Speaking of prioritizing, we're not, and there's nothing wrong with watching a movie, but the point the sister's making is, if she should have prioritized, getting the things done in the household first, because that's what comes most importantly. But if anything like me, I watch and I clean at the same time. I just, like, I'll be washing the dishes. Like, sometimes I want to watch my show, and because we have a window right in front of the sink. We have a window literally right in front of the sink, and so I can prop my phone up. So as I'm washing dishes, I'm like, ooh, ooh. But speaking of prioritizing, so I was gonna start using my agenda. I keep getting a call from the jail people, and I don't got nobody in jail. That's the third call.
girl.
I got this from Dollar General, but I was gonna take it back and get my refund because it's a little cracked on this side. And yep. Anyways, this is a to-do list. A to-do list. Something like that y'all could use to put down the things you need to get done for the day and prioritize it, what's most important. And so then you could use your leisure time, as you see fit. But I was gonna start by using my agenda, but I realized it's so-called 2024, and I didn't have a 2024 agenda. And so I'm just using what I got. Like, I have this yellow stripe notebook that I've been using, and then I have this right here that I've been using just to write down things I need to do and like stuff on my to-do list. But I just want to show y'all that give sisters ideas, like when it comes to getting things done, write it down. That's what helps me. Because if I don't write it down, it's probably not gonna get done. Because my mind gets cluttered and I get overwhelmed. Because in my mind it's just, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. but I feel much more at peace. And it's crazy. It makes a huge difference. I feel much more at peace when I just simply write it down. So I can look and see, okay, and I can check it off as I go. But definitely, sisters, prioritize the things you need to get done around the household because that's your duty unto the Most High. Bahasham shy. Ain't no wrong with relaxing, but if you got a list of things to do, baby, sit down, take a little quick 15-minute break, get right back up. Get right back up. And that takes discipline, though. That really takes discipline.
It does.
But I wanted to read the definition of willingly. In the B.O.B., when you go to Proverbs, first of all, let me read the precept first. Proverbs 31 and 11 reads, no, it's 12, 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. So in the B.O.B., willingly means one in which one takes delight. When you Google what willingly means, B.O.B. says that in which one takes delight, the Blue Letter Bible. But when you Google it, it means of one's own will. So to me, working willingly is a woman that works because one, she takes pleasure in doing it, and two, she does it without somebody having to tell her. She does it on her own will. Not what I mean, not of her own will, but the Most High put the Spirit on her to do it. She does it without somebody telling her, asking her to do it, right? And so, like we said, through the Spirit, your husbands or even your parents, if you're still on like your parents' roof, shouldn't have to always remind you to get stuff done or tell you to get stuff done. You have to be on top of things, As women, we're the keepers at home. It's our job to take care of it because if you don't do it, your husband ain't gonna do it.
Baby, them dishes gonna be sitting.
Okay.
You gonna be mad, and then you're not gonna be doing it willingly. You're gonna be having an attitude. So
right, like I'm telling y'all, it's just in our nature to
it's
take
a part
care
of your
home
office, though.
It's literally in our nature. Like men don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, but they
And
don't.
then sometimes if they do, then you be like, I should have just did this myself. So just eliminate all of that.
Right. Because it's funny because nobody's gonna clean like you. Okay, got grease stains all on. Did you even watch this? Like, I don't trust my husband to go to the grocery store. He ain't never went to the grocery store. He'll come back with the wrong stuff. I will write a detailed list and he will come back with the wrong stuff.
Not my fruit. Got all dents on the side.
Okay. Don't know how to pick out a bell pepper. Coming back with the soggy, squishy bell pepper. What is this? You said you just should went yourself.
You know what? Let me just. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it myself.
Right. That's all.
I would just do it myself.
Right. I just do it myself.
Sometimes you do be needing help. You do need them to do something, but like you said, make it a. Sometimes you do have to be like, babe.
Yeah.
And
on that, I asked my head to go to the store one time to get a taco kit. I should have been more specific. He came back with only the taco shells. I said, I actually peeking around the corner. I said, I asked you to get a taco kit. He's like, that is a taco kit. I said, no, those are the shells. There's no taco seasoning. Ain't no taco sauce in there. Ain't nothing in there. But that's why you got to be very specific. Or they just going to grab what they see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll praise the Most High for
your little brothers too, because let me tell you about my little brother. So my mom went to the store. She brought the bags in, whatever. Everybody helping bring the bags in, whatever. So she set a certain bag of stuff on the steps. Mm-hmm. She said, "Hey, Brendan, go get me this. Give me that stuff that's on the steps." Why did he take all the stuff out the bag and left the bag on the steps? I said, nobody shouldn't have to tell you to bring the whole bag. What is wrong? So
did he not see the bag on the steps?
The stuff was inside of the bag. He opened the bag. He got the stuff out, brought the stuff to my mother. She's like, "Where's the bag?" "Oh, it's on the steps." "Why didn't you just pick up the whole bag and bring it?"
It's innate. It's innate for them and for us. So tell me, let me read this precept, y'all. This is Titus 2 and 3 through 5. The aged women likewise, that they be in behaviors become with holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahawah be not blasphemed. So peep how it says keepers at home. Let's see what Google says. What is a keeper of home? What is a keeper of the home?
Because Google be having their own mind sometimes.
It does. We're gonna see if they give us something interesting. Sometimes it be some good stuff, but I should have probably tried to find a video.
Okay, I found this.
Okay, what you find? Because I ain't find nothing good.
It says, so the woman is to guard her dwelling. In today's practical translation, it means that women are to be fully aware of all the activities that go on in her home. It says, selector.
Very good.
It says refers to the married woman's responsibility to stay at home and care for her family, which is confirmed when the biblical teaching on the roles of a wife and mother are considered.
See that? So we're supposed to care for our families and care for our home. Everybody may not agree, but so me personally, growing up, my dad was always the one putting stuff together. My mom would just read the instructions, and some men want that, okay? Like if your husband be like, I don't want you, messing with that, I'll just handle it, then hey, respect your husband. But I came into my marriage expecting the same out of my husband because that's what I saw growing up. And whether you believe it or not, we bring things how we grew up and the things we saw, we bring it into our marriage, whether there's something different or not. But and so there's this cart, quick testimony story. There's this cart that my parents bought us as a move-in gift. It was sitting on the floor. We got it in September or October that they shipped to our house. And it was sitting on the floor. And I kept nagging to my head about, you still ain't put that together. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then it wasn't until maybe a few weeks ago that I just realized I was watching a video and my perspective kind of changed. As a keeper of the home, is he really not doing his job because it's a cart sitting on the floor? And so I said to say, it's our home, right? But I'm the keeper of it. And so if I'm able to, because let's look at the Proverbs 31. If I'm able to work willing on my hands and build it, if my husband allows, then why I can't do it? And like I said, of course, everybody's husband is different. But I said it to say sometimes we put expectations on our husbands unknowingly, when the only expectation should be what your husband say, because some men don't want you building nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And outside of your husband, the only expectation should be what the Bible say. But I want to read Proverbs 31 and 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need to spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. This is a diligent woman. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hands to the poor. Yeah, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her
Mm-hmm.
hands and let her own works praise her in the gates. And so,
Oh,
Proverbs 31 woman, you can't really, it's just so much like, and I know we've talked about this before, remember one of our podcasts, it being multiple. Do you think a Proverbs 31 woman is just one type of woman or like different type of women?
mm-hmm.
But it's so many traits of a Proverbs 31 woman. But one of them was she was a working woman. Like it's not a sin for women to help. It's not a sin for women to help pay for things. It's not a sin for women to help work because a Proverbs 31 woman, she bought a field. How can you buy a field if you ain't making no money?
I was
And a
about to
field
say,
ain't cheap.
at all.
That's a
Some
lot of
land.
money. It
Mm-hmm.
says she made linen and selleth it. So she was bringing in some sort of income to help her home. So it's not a sin to help your husband pay things. Like sometimes we come into marriage expecting, because we're in the truth, well, he need to pay for every single thing. Well, where is that in the Bible? Because this Proverbs 31 woman, she worked willingly with her hands. She considered a field and bought it. You feel what I'm saying? So she helped put in her brick. Um, and so, anyways, I say all that to say, I ended up finally putting the microwave card up because I realized I needed to work willingly with my hands. It's not really, and it wasn't. If now, granted, like we said earlier, if you need help, ask for help. Don't be over righteous, but it's something that I could do. You feel what I'm saying? I could read it through the spirit and figure out how to do it. It ain't nothing excessively heavy. It was two parts where I did need help holding, and I asked for help then. But if you're able to, if you have the ability and the power through the Spirit of Most High to do it, and it's easy, you can look up a video, then do it. You're the keeper of the home. It's our duty to tend to the ways of our to the It's our duty to look well to the ways of our household, eat not the bread of idleness. So if the shower rod done fell down, girl, you can look up a video, figure out how to put that dang back up there.
I was about to say, honey, if you don't, that it just shows the level of care that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, like you said, we expect certain things out of others that, does not maybe line up with us. Our level of care might be a little bit more intense than, what our husbands may be. And it's just like, okay, well, sis, it's gonna be okay. Or, if you're a single sister and you're living, with your parents or anything like that, it's just like, sometimes you got to go ahead and take the initiative and, take the lead in righteousness. Sometimes you may have to remind, your husband or remind a sister or remind your parents of, the things that actually need to get done. And something I had wrote down was, let me find it real quick in my notes. Hey, oh, this your notes. Where is mine? Oh, right here. My bad, y'all. So I said, learning to take the lead in righteousness, um, and to be assertive within our lane or be assertive within our role. I say if you know certain things need to be done, get a head start on them or initiate the conversation with them. Sometimes, people can be busy, sometimes they forget things, and it's all a part of being a helpmeet, not being bossy like this need to get, not don't, and if that's something you struggle with, pray to the Most High that He helps you with not coming off like with an attitude or, just not waiting until you're fully agitated to ask for help or, things like that. Kind of address, what needs to be addressed, promptly, pray to the Most High that He helps you, say things right or, just bring it up in conversation. Lord, allow them to have open ears when I speak about, X, Y, Z that needs to be done. Um, and just remembering not to overstep your boundaries, like, hey, babe, when you get a chance, or hey, mom, when you get a chance, hey, dad, when you get a chance, if you don't mind, I really needed, this to be done, or, I really think that, you know, these certain things need to be done before, X, Y, and Z. Um, like for me, I just made a little box. Everybody knows Passover is coming up. I just made a little box. I will grab it, but I just, I don't know. Just, I put it on TikTok. So if you follow me on TikTok, you can go look on there. I just made a little box that, Things need to go in, and that's a part of being assertive in my own lane. You know, something that I know, that will help myself and my husband. Um, and most high willing, y'all can go check that video out. So, it might help you through the spirit. Just learn how to take the lead in your lane. Learn how to be assertive, you know, within the
Right.
box,
When
that the
need
role
be.
exactly that the Most High has
Right.
given us. And make sure you praying. Like I said, pray to the Most High. Ask Him, Lord, I don't even know how to say this. Please help me. Or
Mhm.
I don't know what else needs to be done. Can you show me? The Lord will show you what else needs to be done. If you feel like, well, I didn't did everything else, He'll show you what else need to be done. So,
Yep.
uh,
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm done.
Con, that was a beautiful point. Yeah, there's nothing wrong asking for help when need be, right? But we just want to take the initiative to get things done when we can. Because Proverbs, let me get it real quick. Um, Proverbs 3:27 said, Withhold not good from them to whom it is due when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. So if it's in the power of your hand to do good unto your home, to do good, I feel like it's twofold. When it's in the power of your hand to do good unto your home, to do good unto your spirit, then do good. If you have the ability through spirit, Yahawashi, to help tend to something in your home, then get it done. An important thing that I'm learning is to not see your duties as grievous, because there's been times very um um I haven't even been living with my husband for a year. We just moved in June, so I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot. I definitely came in with expectations, expecting him to do certain
Hmm.
things, but I had to get humbled, and I had to um I had to get humbled and just go off what the scripture said. And the Most High definitely taught me a lot. But something that I've been learning is just not taking my duties as grievous, because the things when it comes to the home, like I said, everybody's husband is different. But as for me and my husband's household, when it comes to the things in the home, that's my duty, my job to take care of those things. And so I get upset and I complain when like he might leave stuff behind. And of course, you could ask your husband in like a submissive, loving, respectful way if he could, do this or help you with this. But sometimes I would get upset, just seeing all the clutter in the house or just seeing his clothes everywhere. But okay, it's my job to unclutter it. It's my job
Right,
to pick up his stuff. Like that's my job. So why am I
right,
upset?
right.
I prayed we've been praying for
Exactly,
this for years. We've been
exactly.
praying to get a home together for the past year, and I finally get it, and now I'm complaining.
Hmm.
Like, and me and my husband, like I said, everybody's household is different. But as for me and my husband, when it comes to the house, I'm supposed to do that stuff. So it's like he expects me to do that, and that's where it goes into that Proverbs 31:11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So it's like, and that's how my husband's heart can trust in me, because he know that I'll take care of the things around the home, but doing it with a cheerful attitude as well. And that makes me think of Philippians 2:14. Do all things without murmurs and disputings. And so that's something that I've had to repent for a lot, just being honest, repenting for complaining and like, dang, I'm so tired of freaking, I'm always cleaning up and picking up
Hmm.
after him. But okay,
I
that's what I'm supposed to
yes.
do though.
Hmm.
Like that's what I'm supposed to do. And so honestly, it feels so good. And back to the car, it felt so good to finally put it up. It felt so good. Now the clutter's off the floor. It looks organized. It feels so good when you knock things off your to-do list and you're like, dang, the Most High really allowed me to get that done through the Spirit. You feel much better because you're really walking in that role that the Most High has called you to walk in. So you can do it, sisters. Don't limit yourself. I think a lot of times we limit ourselves on what we can do. And then through the Spirit, how about Shema, you can do about anything. um
For
it is
sure.
it's just a mind game, really. And back to what we was talking about, about taking the lead in righteousness, meaning also like you don't have to call your husband about everything. Babe, I need this. Babe, I need help with this. I need help with that. Have you even tried to figure it out? Have you even tried to look up a YouTube video or look at the instruction manual? Have you even tried?
Mm.
Why are you looking?
I'm
Like
listening.
me personally, um hold on, y'all. So quick another testimony real quick, y'all. Real fast. We have a second bedroom, and it was a crazy clutter storage room. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And I was already assuming that I needed help with it because it just looked overwhelming. It looked overwhelming and I needed to clean it out. And I would get annoyed with my husband about that. And I would say he wasn't doing his duty about that. It's like, you supposed to be helping me with this room. He ain't supposed to be helping me do nothing when it comes to the house. Like, he's not obligated to help me clean that room up. And that just goes to show we just have to take initiative. So once I put on my spirit to finally just clean it out, it wasn't even that hard. It wasn't even that hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt so good through the spirit once I finally cleaned everything out of there, wiped down the walls, did the baseball. I felt so good through the spirit. And it's like sometimes we just limit ourselves. We automatically assume we need help. But I need help. I need help. You haven't even tried, sis. We have to be independent to a certain extent. You know, you have to be that Proverbs 31 and work willingly with your hands and just try through the spirit. You don't always need help. You over here calling your sisters. You ain't even tried to do it.
Did you ask the Most High?
You said what?
I said, did you ask the Most High?
Exactly. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is ask the Most High to put in your spirit, figure out how to do it, and give you strength. And I'm telling you, because anytime before I do anything, whether it's making a video, whether it's cooking, whether he was even putting up the cart, I pray that the Most High guide me. I pray that He showed me what I'm doing. I pray that He helped me to stay patient. Because nine times out of 10, I know Satan gonna try to make me mad while I'm doing it.
That's
I
how
know
I
He's gonna
learned
try
how
to
to sew.
frustrate me. I know I'm probably gonna want to throw the hammer across the room. So
Okay.
I need to pray before I do anything. But
Yeah.
kind of, y'all, we gotta remember, the power that we have through the spirit of Bahasham, and even if you're still under your parents' roof, or even if you live with a family member, doing those things around a home, you're being a pillar of rest. You're taking a burden off their shoulder, whether you know it or not. You don't have to be married to be a keeper of the home. You can
Nope.
keep your home with your parents. You can keep your home where you stay, and this
Your
is all
room,
right.
anything.
Right, exactly. The dining room, helping out around the house, and you're being that pillar of rest. That's how you can be a pillar of rest into your family. That's how your family can trust in you, because you give them that peace through the spirit. But
Mm-hmm.
how can you be that peace or pillar of rest if you just letting everything pile up and not really doing anything? We're called to work with our hands, and I know some might say, well, back in ancient days, women wasn't paying no bills. Well, the Bible ain't changed. The Most High stays the same. Yahawashi the same every day. And if the Proverbs 31 woman, she bought a land, she has money. And of
Baby,
course,
if our foremothers could do it in slavery, we don't got
okay,
no excuse. So I ain't trying to hear all of that part.
right. But it's Sirach 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So be that pillar of rest, y'all, because ask yourself, like, for real, if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? Like, and I'm not
It's
even
not gonna
joking,
get
like,
done.
and I'm not even joking or trying to be prideful. It's only of the Most High that we're able to do anything. But if us women didn't take care of the home, the homes would look crazy. It would look crazy.
Have you ever y'all ever heard of, it's called like a bachelor pad or something like that, where it just be a man's house? It be looking crazy sometimes, unless they like the type that's super neat, super
Mhm.
strict or whatever. It just be looking crazy. And you need a woman to come in here and clean this up and help you keep
Yeah.
this together. It's just like, okay, if you like
Yeah.
it like that, but no, like when it says well, it doesn't say, but people say that a woman makes a house a home. A man can have a house. He can have a house all day, all day, all day, all day, and it's not a home. The woman comes in and makes the house a home, makes it feel more comfortable. We decorate, we make it smell good, we help it look good,
Organized.
or bring organization to the household. Even if it do get messed up sometimes, everything not gonna be perfect. Some days it's gonna be dishes sitting in the sink. Sometimes
Yeah.
just might be tired, but then you take time out and you go ahead and get it together. And like Abarriyah said, me, I used to just I don't know. I have learned a lot since living together with my husband, because first of all, me and him I don't like doing dishes. Okay, so like I said in a previous episode, I have a handmaid and it's the dishwasher. Okay, she gonna get them done. We have an understanding, okay, that
Mhm.
the dishwasher is my main, thing. I don't like washing dishes. I know that. He don't like washing dishes. I know that. But it's just like, sometimes I do get overwhelmed and I get frustrated. I'm like, dang, this making my kitchen look crazy. So yeah, I gotta take my time and go in there. Got me some dish gloves. I got me some gloves. Okay, got me my little scrubby things. And what can go in the dishwasher will go in the dishwasher. And then if I have to wash the other ones, I just wash it. And it feels so good. It make you feel so much better. That the atmosphere just feels so much better. I can go in my kitchen and be like, it looks so good. It looks so good. And when I had more time, when I was a stay-at-home wife and I didn't have to go to work, it was a lot easier. And yes, sisters, it can be hard going to school, then you gotta go to work, then you gotta clean the house, then you gotta be with the kids, and all of that. Yes, it is overwhelming, but like Abarriyah said, that to-do list is going to help you. It's going to help you write those things down. Also, if you ask your husband, hey, what things do you prefer to be done today, and whatever else, take a couple days and break things down. Okay, today I'm gonna do the bathroom, tomorrow I'm gonna do the laundry. If you don't have time, if you gotta go to school, if you gotta go to work, if you got with the kids, everything, also get the kids to help you too. Come on, y'all. We
Come
gonna do this. We gonna turn the music on and we gonna clean up.
Mhm.
Everybody do your shit. Like
Okay.
get the kids involved because that also helps them learn how to, what your expectations of your household are. And I wanted to read this precept real quick. It's in James chapter 4 and 13. It says, go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow, we will go into such a city and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. So we don't know. Tomorrow's not promised, not guaranteed. But as long as I can say, you know what, Lord, I did it the best that I can do, and it's like most high willing, tomorrow I can get the rest of the stuff on my list done that I didn't get done today. But, put forth some effort, be assertive, within your lane, not overbearing, not nagging, not, you know, I don't like to keep pressing down and harping on something. At a certain point, it's just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. I don't like to keep asking my husband stuff 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 times. I don't. I That's just me. I don't
So,
like to keep
um,
asking. I Every now and then I'll remind. Like if it's something like that, I'll just remind them every now and then. But for me, I don't like to keep talking about the same thing over and over again. To me, it's annoying. But
con.
um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just about a balance, like, Titus about, what Titus say, first and second after that reject. So it's like if you've already said something, ask them and you don't really see change there, at that point, just continue to leave it at the hands of the Lord. But
Yeah.
um beautiful points you brought out. I wanted to talk about some taking initiative examples and kind of like the sister said, like, um, we can do all things through how will strengthen us. Um, and of course you're gonna have okay, I'm gonna be real. Every day, everything on your to-do list might not get checked off, and that's just life. That's realistic, especially if you have kids, especially if you work as well, and especially if you work outside the home. So have mercy with yourself, be patient with yourself, show some grace to yourself, as long as you know you charge your best. Some days you might go to sleep with the kitchen not being clean. I mean, I've done that a few times. Like some days you're just exhausted, but as long as you know you really did the best you could that day, don't burn yourself out, overburden or overwear yourself. Don't wear yourself out. Um, but I wanted to talk about a few taking initiative examples. Keeping track of the bills to help y'all remember when they're due. Or even if you and your husband have an agreement and y'all both working, okay, pay a bill for him. Pay a bill if you got it. Get his clothes and towel ready for a shower. If y'all going out of town, pack all the bags, pack all the snacks. Now every woman know to do that.
Honey, I ain't going nowhere if we ain't got no snacks.
Okay, I learned that from my mom. But every woman know to do that. If something broken needs fixing or building, If you're able to work with your hands and watch a YouTube video or follow the simple manual instructions without your husband help, take initiative to do it. And of course, we're not saying, sometimes you need help building some heavy stuff. Like we're building a dresser in the second bedroom, and I can put all this I can put all the screws in, but I'm gonna need help like putting the rest of the like building the actual dresser. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can put all the screws and the main pieces, but as far as like building the whole dresser, I might need a little help with that, and that's okay. We're not saying like if you need help, it's okay to ask, but we're just encouraging y'all to take initiative, take the lead sometimes in righteousness. Like don't always lean on somebody else for help if you haven't even tried, and most importantly, you haven't prayed. And just maybe self-examine what expectations are y'all putting on your husbands unknowingly. Are you really taking care of the home as you should? And of course, every man is different. Every man runs his household differently. So the only expectation you should have is what your husband say and what the Bible say, because every husband and wife have a different, they have a different agreement. Like Sister Lynn and her husband, they might have one agreement. Okay, he wants her to do this, and do this, but these type of things he doesn't want her doing. In my head, my mom do this, and this, and this, and then this type of things he might not want me doing. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to know your home and know your husband. You have to know what your family needs. You have to know what your husband needs, and that's how you can be the best pillar of rest unto them. But did you have anything else?
I wanted to say this. I wanted to say, okay, sometimes when you need to ask for help, or sometimes your husband say, don't do this, or you need to go ahead and do that, or, sometimes I'll be like, no, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. Like, no, babe, don't worry about it. Everything going to be fine. I got it. Don't worry. I have to work on that. I really have to work on that real bad. Because it could really protect you from hurt, harm, or danger. You never know why, the Most High put it on your husband's spirit, or, whether it be a parent or just another sister, to be like, listen, sis, I got it. Don't worry about it. And you're like, no, I got it. I'm going to do it. Whatever. Just sometimes just be like, okay, thank you.
Take the help when it's offered.
Yeah, because some it could just protect you from a lot of things.
Yeah.
I wanted to show y'all a video, but I cannot find it, and it was crazy. It was called, when my husband tells me, basically her husband told her, do not move this furniture, and she did not listen. So she was taking the little moving dolly thing and she put it underneath the dresser, and then somehow, I don't know, but it smacked her in the face. Like it had like smacked her in the face. And I wanted to show y'all that, but I can't find it. So yeah.
One, that's simple, being
just
obedient.
No, you're fine.
I was trying to say, one, that's simple obedience to your husband. Like it's real simple. And then two, like she said, you just never know the Most High protecting you from, and something that I'm, when learning lesson, man, when the Most High put in your husband's spirit to tell you to do something, just do it. Just do it. Even if it don't make sense. Okay. Because that's also how you put your brick in, because you're being a pillar of rest and doing what he's asking you to do. And obviously it eases his mind. But
yeah, why did my husband find this? Why did my husband find it? Oh my gosh.
That's what she get. Now, don't be out here trying to be Superwoman. Don't be trying to lift no heavy behind dresser, knowing that you can, like, okay, y'all, we're encouraging y'all to take initiative through the spirit, but don't be over here trying to pick up a refrigerator. Like, bro, come on.
The key word was in your lane.
Okay, you doing stuff.
Be assertive in your lane.
You're in lane A. The refrigerator is in lane D. Why is you trying to pick that refrigerator up? She got smacked up because why are you? I wouldn't even try. No, like something.
I would have took the rest of the day off. I would have logged out, called off. The rest of the day was just like.
Some things you're gonna need help with, and some things your husband is supposed to do, because I cannot pick up that dress, and I'm not finna try to straighten my back. I'm sorry.
Oh baby.
I'm not finna try to pick up this heavy behind dryer. Like, use wisdom, y'all. That's keyword, in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be trying to go to lane B, C, D. That's what she.
I'm surprised he found it. He found that thing quick too.
All praises. We needed that. But did you have anything else?
Let me see. Oh, I was gonna say also, being assertive within our own lane. It can also help us utilize our time wisely, and it could also help with organization, which minimizes stress and relieves a lot of anxiety or other spirits being upset, irritated, agitated, all of that. So, take initiative, y'all. Um, and also just remember through the spirit when you do start feeling like if you do start feeling like that, take it to the Most High, pray about it. Don't be so quick to go and talk to a sister about it or complain to your husband about it. I know for me, many a times the Lord will check my spirit right then and there, and like Abarriyah said, this is a part of my role and my duty. This is something I prayed for, so, you can't really be murmuring and complaining, because at the end of the day, like it was saying, like, when our people were murmuring to Moses, he's like, you're not murmuring or, complaining to me. You complaining to the Lord. So this is something the Lord has blessed you with, and you have to understand and take joy and pleasure in the season that you're in, because later, you might get a dishwasher, you might get a you know you might be able to pay somebody to come in and clean your home and help you, or whatever the task is. It doesn't have to be those things specifically, but take joy and take pleasure in these things, because at the end of the day, we're not doing these things to man, we're doing this to the Lord. So that's it.
Kind of, I'm gonna close it off with this. Let me back off what she said. Um, doing your duties joyfully. David asked the Most High to restore unto him the joy of his salvation. When you think about it, when you're putting your brick in for the Lord, when you're taking care of your home, when you're being submissive to your husband, those are all different ways of putting your brick in, right? And so you want to have joy when you do those things, because that's ultimately going to help you get salvation. Um, Colossians 3:17, and whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord, Yahawashi, giving thanks to Yahawah and the Father by him. Verse 22, servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye services and men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing Yahawah. Whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, not unto men. So your duties, do it wholeheartedly unto Yahawah and not to men. Don't do it just because people are around, you're trying to be men pleasers, but do it because you truly fear the Most High. And like the BLB said, willingly, when it comes to Proverbs 31, when working willingly, because you take delight in doing it. So work willingly around your home, help out with your nation, do what you can, because you not only because you take delight in it, but because it's what you're called to do. Everybody, you shouldn't always have to be told or reminded to do stuff. So we love y'all. Lord willing, this is edifying. Lord willing, y'all continue to have a great week. Call Halal, how about Shemashai? We only here to help y'all and love, because we love y'all, and everything we say to y'all, we say to ourselves. So with that, Helpmeets Hangout out.
Shalawam.